misses the second from Jerry Taggart. Kelly scored for Leicester and Redfern added Barnsley's third from a penalty. Injury hit Grimsby.
But Hill's in 2 came to a halt at Tranmere. Mel Machin claiming that John Aldridge was 6 yards offside when he scored his 10th goal of the season, courtesy of Morris's cross. No complaints about the second, except it was scored by a fullback, Iron's flick on Dave Higgins with a rare act of agility at the back post. Within 4 minutes, Barnsley pulled a goal back, Ian Banks striking a wicked free kick. Thereafter, Tranmere's Eric Nixon was the busier of the goalkeepers. After good work by Robinson, again it was Banks who struck the shot, Nixon clinging on. But the most telling save was one from his own man. Substitute Jim Steele, a natural goal scorer, forgot which end he was at. Somehow Nixon kept it out. Tranmere 2, Barnsley 1.
And we start for a change at Oakwell, where Jerry Taggart put Barnsley on the road to victory.
For Barnsley 2, Neil Redfern's goal, enough to beat Oxford. Don't know what's been in the... Barnsley take pride of place, and it's not often we've said that this season. Andy Rammell dancing round the Middlesbrough keeper from David Curry's through ball, and it was 2 in 2 minutes when Owen Archdeacon's free kick was touched in by Jerry Taggart. Gary Fleming's brief second-half brainstorm gave Bernie Slavin a present and the second division leaders hope, but Barnsley held out. Lots of first division clubs. Never give up on a good thing. Jemson's Wednesday winner on a day of late goals. Come back and finish what we started. 4 goals last week, 5 this week for Lincoln. 25 in your goal feast today, and we start at Oakwell. John Helm watching Barnsley and Newcastle.
This is a meeting of two sides whose mid-term report would conclude can do better. Mel Machin insists Barnsley are worthy of a higher position in the division, as he ideally seems to be just starting to get it right at Newcastle. They've recently moved up 6 places. Steve Howie, just 20 years old, keeps his place up front in the youngest Newcastle team of all time, average age 21. But next week, he could be replaced by the Irish international David Kelly, who's joining Newcastle tomorrow from Leicester. And it's gone through nicely for Saville here. Barnsley eager to get people forward to join him. And Archdeacon eager to put a good ball in with his left foot and over the top of the goalkeeper and flicked by Tommy Wright onto the crossbar. Unlucky for Owen Archdeacon. Well, Owen Archdeacon, who flights an excellent ball in, did just that and was unlucky perhaps not to get his second league goal of the season. Thompson has made a charge up the left-hand side. O'Brien finds him. Hunt on the ball. Oh, he came off best from the ricochet, and Peacock gets a toe end onto the cross, but without being able to direct it into the net. First real hint of danger to Barnsley's goal. Created by Hunt out on the left, and it was Peacock who came in and couldn't get the angle. Barnsley's Robinson brings it out. Takes it again and loses out to O'Brien. Very strong, but Robinson gets it back again for Barnsley. Harry in his anxiety slipped. Saville, Redfern, Fleming's canted up the right. Barnsley have got 4 men edge of the Newcastle penalty area. Here's the ball in for Bullymore. Might try his luck. The chip over is a good one. And Barnsley have scored through Andy Saville. What an excellent goal. Lovely piece of football, and Andy Saville becomes Barnsley's top goal scorer. Bullymore here taking a lot of credit. A delicate chip over the top of the defence. Saville had timed the run, and the header perfectly placed. And Andy Saville gets his 5th goal of the season. And it's Barnsley 1, Newcastle United 0. Well, there wasn't much room, but it broke kindly there for Rammell. Saville's going up the middle, and here is Andy Saville. He can give Barnsley a 2-goal lead. If he squares it, it's got to be 2! It is! Mark Robinson. What an excellent time for Barnsley to score and for their fans to celebrate. The ball was laid down the line by Rammell, who'd been rather fortunate in that the ricochet landed handily for him. Saville pushed it across, perfectly placed, and Robinson rounded it off. And it's 2-0, and Mark Robinson has just scored his first goal since March. That was in a 5-0 win against Wolves. And Peacock rides the challenge, the first one, not the second one. And again Newcastle rather giving the ball away, and Rammell is in the area, and Watson has effected a good tackle, but it has gone out for the corner. And Newcastle just playing themselves into bother at the moment, and calm down, says the 17-year-old Watson. Another Barnsley corner. Can they possibly get a third before the break? It's the usual ploy, and Wright fisting away. It only comes back for Redfern though. The chip-in's good, and Rammell has made it 3. What a half it's turned out to be for Barnsley. Newcastle caught totally square, and Andy Rammell heads in delightedly. Lovely ball played by Neil Redfern. Rammell had timed the run, and the ball's in the net again. 2 goals in 3 minutes, and a 3-goal cushion for Barnsley to take into the interval. They made a bit of a muck of it between them there. O'Brien has rather overdone it and given it away, and Rammell here support right and left, and Barnsley are 4 up against 3 defenders. The Saville wants to hit the shot first time, off the bar, and amazingly put over the top by Rammell. Unlucky Andy Saville. That would have been a delightful goal. Superbly done here. Andy Saville with the confidence, with 1 goal behind him. Off the bar, and Rammell, well, you would have thought he couldn't have missed. Roach. Barnsley covering well, and the ball has still got through for Howie to feed O'Brien. And a real monopoly of possession by Newcastle at the moment. That's dangerous, and Peacock, a brilliant stop by Butler. Peacock thought he'd scored, and Lee Butler made a crucial stop there, because Newcastle are so much on top at the moment. If they do score in this spell, then it could affect the overall result, obviously. And Robinson cuts inside Stimson and then goes on and evades a rather lunging challenge. And Robinson's ball in, might be gathered by Wright. The little touch in the end came off Watson, and it's gone out for a corner kick. Crowd chanting, "We want 4," and they might have got 4 there, but Archdeacon's header onto the top of the crossbar. Well, he's hit the crossbar with his left foot. He's had a right foot shot just go over, and on this occasion, Owen Archdeacon seems to be in so much space, he'll kick himself for not scoring. Stimson for Newcastle. That's not a bad ball up towards Hunt, but the defender Taggart was there. O'Brien might try his luck from distance. It was on target. Lee Butler getting down nicely to make the save from Liam O'Brien. The long ball upfield is met by Bradshaw. It fell for Redfern, and Redfern whips in a shot first time. He was on the run when he hit it. And Neil Redfern, who does possess a very strong shot, just lacked the direction. O'Brien. Again there, Brock's control not good enough, and Taggart storms forward and goes on as well. He calls for it, and Jerry Taggart has broken the offside trap, and really this has got to be 4. Oh dear. Well, what was he doing? Was he trying to score, or was he trying to give Saville the glory? Perhaps we shall never know. But you wouldn't believe that 2 players up front like this, having broken the offside trap, could fail to put the ball in the net between them. Taggart, I think, tried to score himself. Forward come Barnsley in numbers again. This time it's going to be Saville going in on goal. Will he give a pass? Will he try and score? Saville still there, shimmying. Oh, and then he shoots wide. And this is quite extraordinary. Barnsley, by my reckoning, I need a calculator here, have had 7 clear-cut scoring chances in this half and have taken none of them. Saville, he does lay it on. Chances yet again, and this time it fizzes wide from the right boot of Redfern. And the chance count goes up and up and up. Now this was good play because Saville really nodded that into Redfern's path. He did the right thing and Redfern unlucky. And it's ended 3-0 here at Oakwell. All the goals came in the first half from Andy Saville, Mark Robinson and Andy Rammell. Saville has certainly been a thorn in Newcastle's side all afternoon. When you think that Barnsley were only denied a place in the promotion playoffs last year on goal difference, they might look back and rue the missed chances today. They could, and it's no exaggeration, have scored 10, but it ended Barnsley 3, Newcastle United 0.
Opportunities of scoring, especially today, could quite easily have been 9 or 10, and that's not exaggerating. But the hardest part about the game is being able to create. As long as we keep making chances for ourselves, sometime or other somebody's going to take an idea.
String 11 passes together without a touch from Grimsby. That's Archdeacon again feeding David Curry. All this on the 28th minute. That's Neil Redfern, Wayne Bullimore, 1 touch each. 2 for Gary Fleming. Saville involved for a second time. Redfern likewise. This is Mark Robinson. The cross escapes Archdeacon and Saville, but not David Curry. 8 different players involved, and if there's a better goal scored this season in terms of teamwork, I hope I'm there to see it. If that was route 4, route 1 proved just as effective. Butler's kick finding Saville's head this time, and Curry picks out Archdeacon on the stroke of half-time. None of this will have been seen in the same light by the Grimsby manager Alan Buckley, of course, and he'll have been even less thrilled to see Andy Saville allowed a header inside the 6-yard box after 3 minutes of the second half. Barnsley well on their way to their best run of their modest season, 2 wins and a draw, and here's some more neat football that unhinges a demoralised defence all too easily. Archdeacon at the second attempt, completing his first ever 2-goal haul for Barnsley and ensuring Grimsby's heaviest defeat for 2 seasons. They've had an awful time with injuries, of course, and they did get on the score sheet. A week after getting his first goal for the Mariners on 88 minutes, Mark Smith got his second on 89 minutes. Barnsley 4, Grimsby 1. Long flowing movement, David Curry opened Barnsley's account, and number 2 was simplicity itself. Butler's long clearance, Saville's head, Curry, and Owen Archdeacon. Thank you very much. Saville got the third himself, and the fourth showed what happens when you lucks out. Grimsby block Archdeacon's shot, but the ball bobs straight back to him. Grimsby's only success came in the last minute. An up and down sort of day. Robinson